Hi. Why did we almost detonate an atomic bomb over North Carolina? Well, why we did that is a B-29 crashed over North Carolina and it was carrying atomic bombs, and it was and they so one of them was landed in a swamp and one hit the ground but did not detonate. And we were very luckily we did not detonate. It did not detonate because that would be very bad for North Carolina. And that's why they were doing practicing. But the information did not. It happened in 1961, but April. It did not be released to the public until 1969. Isn't that crazy? They didn't do that. Okay, what is a atomic bomb? Well, a atomic bomb, or otherwise known as a nuclear weapon, is where we go and it detonated itself, and where we drop you drop it and it detonates and it makes a mushroom cloud, and it's very bad because it adds severe burns and radiation. Why in Nagasaki and Hiroshima famous in my topic? Well, they're famous because in 1941 Japan bombed Pearl Harbor. It's a place in Hawaii, and the U.S. Arizona sank. Well, Hiroshima and Nagasaki are cities in Japan where we dropped a atomic bomb on it. And the Hiroshima is where we dropped Fat Man, and Nagasaki, Little Man. Now we'll talk about that in a second. And we dropped atomic bombs on there, and they were very famous because we were the first atomic bombs to be dropped in the world. And we are, because they bombed Pearl Harbor, and that's a very historic place, and it led us devastated. And so, that's why. What was the Manhattan Project? Well, the Manhattan Project was the project that developed the bombs that we dropped on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And there were a bunch of places like Tennessee, Washington, Nevada, a bunch of places where we were developing the atomic bomb, Fat Man and Little Man. And they're very historical places, and that's crazy. And well, what was the Taizar bomb? Well, the Taizar bomb was a bomb developed by the Soviet Union. It was the longest nuclear explosion. It was a test, and it was very close. It was so big that the BG-29 plane that was carrying it to test it actually had to get away there so fast, but it crashed 30 miles away because of the atomic bomb and radiation in the sound wave. That is like crazy. Now, how atomic bomb survivors transformed our understanding of radiation impacts. Well, the Hiroshima and Nagasaki survivors, 75 years later, because we dropped it in 1945, in August, we dropped the Hiroshima on August 6th and August 9th. So 75 years later, there's still people are impacted by it, dying from it, and still have a bunch of burns on their back. And at least 112,000 people died on an instant at Hermashia, and then 75,000 later after the explosion. But the number is still going up. And on Nagasaki, about 125,000 instantly. And so that's like crazy. Now, what is Little Boy and Fat Man? Little Boy and Fat Man was the gun-type uranium boy named Little Boy, weighed 9,700 pounds. The bomb destroyed 5 square miles of the city and caused about 140,000 deaths by the end of 1945. Fat Man. This explosion-type five-handle bomb, nicknamed Fat Man, weighed about 10,000 pounds. And yeah, Little Boy, the gun-type uranium bomb nicknamed Little Boy, was dropped on. The bomb was dropped. Little Boy was dropped on Hiroshima, Japan, on August 6, 1945, at 8:15 a.m. A B-29 dropped the bomb from 31,000 feet. The bomb exploded about 1,500 feet above the city with a force of 15,000 tons of TNT. The nickname of the plane was Ellen Gay, named after the pilot's mother. The pilot attached to 509th was Gold Paul Tibbets. The cockpit pilot was Captain Robert Loser. The bomb destroyed skies 5 square miles of the city, 140,000 deaths by 1945. Fat Man, the explosion type of fuel bomb nicknamed Fat Man, weighed about 10,800 pounds. The bomb was dropped on Nagasaki, Japan, on August 9, 1945, at 11:11 a.m. The B-29 boxcar, named after Frederick Bach, was the usual pilot, dropped the bomb from 29,000 feet. The bomb exploded 1,600 feet above the slope of the city with a force of 21,000 tons of TNT. Slopes of the city were forced. Pilot was Maj. Charles W. Suman. The cockpit pilot, Captain Charles D. Auburn. The primary target was Kari RC, but because of the unacceptable weather conditions, anti-aircraft gunfire decided to switch to the secondary target, Nagasaki. The bomb destroyed 3 square miles of the city and caused about 140,000 deaths by the end of 1945. Tritanium tent, called the GAT, was tested